All righty, you guys, what's going on? Welcome to this week's Team Elite Weekly Call. I'm super excited to have you on. I'm going to be sharing some exciting information from the Building Depth event that me and Matthew just got back from. And what this event did for us, you guys, it really helped to bring a lot of clarity to me, okay? Um, how many of you guys out there struggle with a little bit of clarity or confusion on how to build your business, okay? Um, I know that I have had that kind of um, confusion and or not frustration, but just what do I do moments. And that's totally normal. That happens for everybody. So this Building Depth event is an extra event, yes. But if you are still for some reason having any kind of confusion or frustration or lack of clarity, I really recommend that you go to the next one. I don't remember exactly when that is. I'll try and get that to you. But I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit about my experience with the last event and kind of going over some of how you move forward from here. Okay, I'm going to be sharing with you the building phases and the skills required to help you build your business to Pro 3, to Pro 5, to Pro 7 and beyond. Okay, so what we kept hearing over and over again, you guys, was people's stories, okay, of how they thought that what they were doing was a better way, or how Daniel Mollering was a pharmaceutical rep with this product basically, and he had hundreds of customers because he went into doctors' offices, and for years, 2 years or so, he just brought in customers. Okay, so his frontline customer base is ridiculously long, and then he's finally found some distributors around year 2 because he reached out to Marcel and he's like, what do I do? And Marcel's like, what have you been doing? And he said, I've been, going into doctor's offices, and I've been, putting people on the phone and stuff. And he's like, did I ever tell you to do any of that? And he was like, well, no. And he said, well, get in front of people. Time to get in front of people. So, and he just reiterated 15 presentations a month or more, and then attend all monthly events. Okay. So many people that they got stuck at a rank, and by using and implementing these skills and these basic principles and behaviors, they moved on to the next rank. So I'm going to be going over with you guys the system of principles and behaviors, and also I'm going to be sharing with you how to get to Pro 3, the right skills to get to Pro 3, okay? And then once you get to Pro 3, here's what you do to move on to Pro 5 and beyond. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. There we go. So here it is, you guys. This is the system of principles and behaviors that will get you to Pro 10, okay? One of the things that Marcel Niederhauser told us, all the new Pro 3s that got there, that just ranked up to Pro 3, he encouraged them, whatever you did to get to Pro 3, those same skills and behaviors will get you to Pro 10, okay? And he really encouraged all of the new Pro 3s to not deviate from what they did to get to Pro 3. And there's something I'd like for you guys to pay attention to whenever you get to Pro 3 to watch out for, to be on the lookout for. It's something called the management trap, okay? You don't want to get up to Pro 3 or get up to Pro 5 and then turn around and all of a sudden start managing your team. Nobody wants a boss, nobody wants a manager. And keep this in mind as well. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack, okay? Also, you as the leader are showing your team what to do to rank up. You're showing them the right principles and behaviors by doing them yourself, okay? So if you start to turn around and start managing people, then they think then that that's what they have to do. So you just create a negative vortex of the wrong behaviors whenever you start turning around and start managing people. So the time that you split up is 80% building your own business, following this system, doing 15 presentations or more a month, and then 20% time helping your team to do their meetings and their business, okay? So here's the system. This is it. 5 simple principles and behaviors. Show the presentation 15 times a month or more per month. And all that is tell the story, like tell your story, the company story, and how you get paid, okay? Now, one of the things that I loved about the Building Depth event and this system is they don't care how you gather people, All right. They don't care how you gather the people, whether that be warm market or cold market or social media, um, paid leads or whatever. They don't care how you gather. All that we care about is that you show the presentation 15 times a month or more per month. Okay, that's it. And now this could be a home meeting or a one-on-one lunch meeting. I did simply, you guys, I shared the video. I made the three-way calls happen. And then that usually leads to a one-on-one lunch presentation or a group meeting. And all of that really should be happening together in sync, okay? It's kind of a step-by-step process. And keep in mind as well, the smaller the step is, the easier it is for your prospect or your friend to take it. So if it's a very easy step, like, hey, I've got a news report video. If I sent it over to you, would you watch it? That's a very small step. So it's very easy for them to say yes to it. And then a three-way call after that is another easy next step, okay? And then from there, once they're interested, scheduling a face-to-face meeting, lunch meeting, one-on-one, is a very easy, natural next step from there. Or schedule them to, let them know about the group meeting that's coming up, okay? So that's the general outline for presentations, okay? The next part of this system is to attend all events and treat them as priority, right? Now, these are the corporate events, the training events. This is continued education. This is getting you the skills necessary to be able to build the business, have the right mindset, and develop the skills and that you need to build this business, okay? So that's number 2, attend all events and treat it as priority. Number 3, always do what you say you're going to do. Okay, and all of their stories at Building Depth, you guys, brought it back to these principles. They found that these principles and behaviors are what it really boiled it down to, help them build a massive business to get to the next rank, to a rank up to the elites. Okay, and up on that stage, there was probably 15 different elites, ranging from Pro 7 all the way up to Pro 10, Pro 11 actually. So always do what you say you're going to do is very important because it helps to build trust in other people, okay? And this is also a way that you can turn on integrity. And if you don't have integrity, people will not follow you. They will not get into your business. I have several friends that because of their integrity, you would go and you would do anything for them. If they invited you over to their place just to go and see what they're up to, see what they're doing these days, or take a look at a side project that they're working on, because of your relationship with them and because of their integrity, man, if this person is doing this, then it must be something cool. I'm at least going to go, hear it out just because I'm going to respect the relationship. So always do what you say you're going to do is a very key principle in building relationships and in building a massive business. Okay. Imagine a CEO of a company. If the CEO of Apple, did not do what he said he was going to do, okay, if he does not do what he says that he's going to do, can you imagine what's going to happen to his staff? They're not going to follow him. The next part of this is always stay in control of your business. And that simply means don't let them call you, you call them. That means don't hand out your business card. It means gather their business card. Okay. It also means lead by example and don't pass the torch to your team, but help empower them and equip them to do presentations and to do this, to do the right skills. And whenever they are ready to fly on their own wings, then you let them take it, okay? You don't just hand it to them and say, good luck. You walk them along until they're ready to take it. And the next deal is to promote everything, to promote your business, your product, the events until it's done, okay? And now this is a system. If you follow these principles for the next 2 to 5 years, you will be able to create a massive residual business. And this will be a dynasty for you. And you can pass this on to your kids. Okay, this is your children's inheritance. All right. Now, to kind of put this in perspective, it took Daniel Mollering 4 years, all right, 4 years until Sherry Hollenbeck showed up in his business. All right, she's a unicorn. She's like a double-horned unicorn. And they're out there, you guys. It may take 4 years for you to find that person. Okay, for that person to show up in your business. She came into his business way down his line. She's like 30 levels below Daniel Mollering. Now, let me ask you this. If it took you 4 years to develop a $10,000 a month business, retirement income, And that's residual. $10,000 a month residual income, would it be worth it to you? Okay, 4 years to that. I mean, that's a no-brainer to me, because think about it this way. Do you have another plan that can help you get to $10,000 a month of residual income faster than 4 years, or faster than 5 years even? Okay, so that's it, you guys. These are the 5 principles. I really highly encourage you to burn these in your brain and just stick with them for the next 2 to 5 years. Okay, I encourage you to develop an until mindset. Okay, you'll show up until, you'll prospect until, you'll work the business until, you'll attend all events until, you'll show 15 or more presentations a month or more until. All right, you'll always do what you say you're going to do until. You'll always stay in control of your business until. You'll promote until it's done. Okay, do these things until, right? Because how much is it worth it to you? What is your why? Go back to that. And your why are you doing this? If it doesn't move you to do something uncomfortable, then your why needs to be deeper. It's not big enough. It just means that you haven't thought about it enough. So if your why does not move you to do something uncomfortable, then get back with your support team and talk with them about it. Ask them to help you find more of a reason why. Say, I'm not sure why I'm doing this anymore. Okay. Help them to figure out your why. Okay. Because that will move you to do something uncomfortable to change your life. All right. So I'm going to shift over to, here are the phases. Let me make sure that works right. Make sure it's coming across. Okay, there we go. All right. So here are the phases, you guys. This business is built in phases. Simply phase 1 is invite and enroll. And this is what will get you to Pro 3. Okay, invite people to your home business opportunity, to your group meeting. By the way, you guys, we've got a group meeting happening at Izzy Garza's house this Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Check the group chat or the Team Elite Facebook group for more details on that. And that's also in the North Texas Facebook group. So invite and enroll is very simply that. And don't get very complicated on the invitation. Don't do a mini presentation during your invite. The invite is simply, hey, I've got something exciting. I want to run it past you. We're doing a meeting about it. I'd love to have you over for to give you some more information. And also we got free food. So come on and check out what I'm doing. I'd love to catch up with you anyways. That is a simple invite. Keep your invite like that. Or if it's a one-on-one presentation, hey, I've got something exciting. I want to run it past you. When can we meet up? Can we meet up at your place tonight at 6? Okay, that's very simple. So getting to Pro 3 is all it takes is invite, let somebody else present, and then enroll. It's your job to help follow up with them, okay? So remember, the meeting after the meeting is the most important part. So at the end of, after they watch the presentation or after they watch the video, what did you like best? What did you like best about this whole thing? And where do you see yourself fitting in? Okay, so whenever you ask, what did you like best, let them speak, all right? And then connect with them on whatever that they like best. And then, well, that's awesome. Where do you see yourself best fitting in? Do you see yourself, taking more of the product, getting excited about your health? Or could you see yourself making some money with us? Or would you rather say you're excited about both of it? Okay, so that's the most important part. Offer. If you do not offer or at least ask what their interest is, then they're not going to move forward. All right, it's up to you to ask, what do they want? All right, so that's an important part of this thing. Now, once you get to Pro 3, that's whenever you turn around and you start being the presenter. Okay, as you are going to these meetings and you're going to the presentation and you're letting your support team do the presentation, you're learning how to do it. Okay, you take a little piece of the presentation during those group meetings and you do it yourself. So a lot of times I'd have some of my teammates just take a piece or a portion of the presentation. Okay, and it's up to you to take notes and to do that and to practice and to learn the things to say and to do, and basically just share your story and share some of the excitement, share some of the stories about the product, and that's a presentation. Okay, it's very simple. So once you get to Pro 3, now you've got a team. All right, now you've got a team of people. It's up to them to do their to schedule a meeting, and then you show up. You start acting as phase 2, and you are teaching and presenting. This is what will get you to Pro 5. Okay, so teach and present. It comes after you enroll people. All right, but until you get to Pro 3, just schedule your meetings, and do a ton of presentations. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Now, once you get to Pro 5, then you start training and mentoring your Pro 5s to be the presenters. Okay, we don't have to get into the rest of that right now, but it's very simple, you guys. Invite and enroll gets you to Pro 3. Teach and present, be the presenter in front of the room, get you to Pro 5. Now I'm going to shift over here real quick to the 5 skill sets of phase 1. Okay, let me make sure that it's popping up on the screen before I move forward. I don't know if this is popping up on your screen all the way or not. I'm watching it on mine and it's not exactly coming through just yet. There we go. So here's phase 1, invite. Hey, I've got an idea I want to run past you. I'm excited about it. Can we meet up at your place today at 2 p.m.? All right. Presentation. You can do a presentation on the tear-off sheet, a napkin, you know, the income disclosure, the whiteboard, the Zoom, group meeting. We don't really care what it is. Just do it, right? And then overcome obstacles. Okay, this is part of the enroll process. The follow-up is also part of the enroll process as well. Try and do your best to follow up within the next 48 hours. Okay, never leave a meeting without scheduling the next meeting, the time, the date, and the location. Okay, that could be just a phone call, or it could be another coffee shop meetup, or it could be another meetup at their place. And then the close. Whose name do you want this to be in? And never leave a meeting without asking for the next step. Where do you see yourself, you know, best fitting in? Are you ready to get started? Okay, that's simply it, you guys. This is basically phase 1, and present is mainly more so phase 2. But again, do not turn around and start getting into the management mode where you just present for your team. Okay, this is the 5 skill sets that you have to focus on in order to build a big business. And this is great. This is great news because it only comes down to 5 different skill sets. Okay, I'm gonna slide over here to a presentation just so you can take a quick screenshot of this. Let's see here. It's not showing up just yet. Hopefully it will. Maybe it's just my connection. All right, so a presentation is simply your story, the company's story, and how you get paid. Take a screenshot of this so you can come back and read this later. And if you don't have this, these pictures, then just let me know, and I can get these over to you so you can keep them and look at them more, okay? So your story, company story, and how you get paid. Keep it simple. This is great because whenever I was doing my one-on-one presentations before I was a Pro 3, I just simply met up with my friends at lunch, and I did my own PowerPoint presentations with them, but I also was inviting them to a group meeting to let somebody else do the group presentation. So whenever you do those one-on-one presentations, just keep in mind, this is the format that this is all you have to do, the format of how you do a presentation, okay? So I hope that this has brought some clarity to you guys on how you build. And let's just keep in mind that getting to Pro 3 is simply inviting and enrolling. And once you've got a team, you've got 5,000 in volume, you're a Pro 3. Now you help your team to become Pro 3s. And once you develop 4 or 5 Pro 3s, now you're a Pro 5, okay? And once you help those Pro 3s become Pro 5, now you're a Pro 7. And this is simply the duplication model. So all I really encourage you guys to do is focus on phase 1, focus on developing yourself as a Pro 3, and teach others how you got to Pro 3. That's it. That's the duplication model, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna wrap this up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this, this journey, this life-changing, exciting adventure that we're all on. And thanks for watching this on live, and thanks for also watching this on the replay. I'm glad that you're here to be able to get this, get these skills to help you develop your business and change your life, okay? Again, go back to your why. If you need a refresher on your why, give me a call. I would love to chat with you more about why are you doing this, okay? Because that's gonna be ultimately the driving factor for you and for you building your business. So I love you guys. My name is David Lamoureux, and this is a wrap for this week's Team Elite Weekly Call. I'll see you guys on the next video, and give me a call if you need any help with your business. Take care. Bye.